Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. This time we're going to go over to radar.com, and the article is by Ryan Newman. Dr. Dre hands over a copy of Prenup to court that his ex-wife Nicole claimed Mogul tore up. Hmm. So this will be an update to the couple of videos that I did in regards to Dr. Dre and Nicole's young, very messy, very tumultuous divorce proceedings. The article starts off by saying Dr. Dre revealed he cut off contact with his ex-wife Nicole Young after he claimed she falsely accused him of abuse in court, saying he realized that he did not know that woman I had married and loved. According to the court documents obtained by Radar, Dre is explaining the betrayal he feels his ex committed as they continued to battle over his $1 billion estate. Dre also submitted a copy of the prenup agreement he is demanding be enforced. He claimed before they got married, Nicole signed a prenuptial agreement. Dre said that they were both represented by lawyers. The deal said any property acquired in both of their names would be community property, and any earnings during the marriage shall be separate property of the earnings spouse. Okay? And that is a copy of the prenup right there. And it continues to say the problem is Nicole claimed that she was forced to sign the agreement under duress. She also claims that Dre tore it up years ago into their marriage. As a result, she believes Dre owes her half of his $1 billion estate. In a declaration filed by the Mogul, Dre said he married Nicole in 1996 and they separated in March of 2020. He says they started living in separate around that time, Nicole moved into a home he owns in Malibu. He says he found out about the divorce through the press and was not given any warning. All right. And here's another copy of the alleged prenuptial agreement. And, man, wow. Okay. You can pause and read that if you want to, but I'm going to continue with the article. He claims after I learned Nicole had filed for divorce, I told her I wanted to keep our divorce classy and fair, and that I did not want to turn into an expensive fight. My last text to Nicole in early August 2020 ended with me saying, let's keep it friendly and peaceful. Over and out. I love you. Dre says he was then shocked to find out Nicole filed documents falsely accusing him of abuse. This is a complete lie. He said the suggestion he tore up the prenup is also a lie. Nicole and I have had no contact since August of 2020, except in early January of 2020 when she came to the hospital when I was in the ICU at Cedars-Sinai Hospital. After suffering a brain aneurysm, she hugged and kissed me and told me she loved me. Dre says 2 months later, she hit him with a restraining order with allegations of abuse. He points out the request was denied by the court due to the lack of evidence backed up by the claims. There were never any domestic violence claims made by Nicole or during our marriage, formal or informal. At no time were the police ever called during our marriage. I was present for Nicole's deposition. She testified that there are no witnesses to the alleged abuse, and she admitted that she never told anyone, including her mother or siblings or any other family members or friends, about any alleged abuse. There are no texts, there are no emails, there are no photographs, there are no videos, there are no police reports, no domestic violence filings, or any other document evidence evidencing abuse, and no witnesses to her offensive allegations, Dre wrote. Dr. Dre, after learning about Nicole's false accusations of abuse, I realized that I did not know the woman I had married and loved. This is why I have not seen Nicole or communicated with her or spoken to her since August of 2020. He accuses her of making the false allegations to try to shake him down for more money. Dre claims he has been forced to spend millions on the matter and coughed up millions more for her lawyer. Dre ended with saying, "My goal and desire is to still settle. I want to move on with my life, put this divorce behind me, and put an end to this erroneous cost of this action." The Mogul also attached a copy of the 1996 prenuptial agreement he is trying to enforce. Oh man, oof, man. Look, I all of this in this video is allegedly. Um, all of this stuff is coming out now. It has indeed been a really long and drawn out, messy proceeding between the both of them. Um, Very curiously, I'm not taking anybody's sides here, but I'm just going to lay out each side as it pertains to that person. As far as Dr. Dre, um, it is very curious that there was no um, any allegations, any reported allegations, or at least talk to a family friend, confidant, uh, anyone about the abuse. However, allegedly, Dre has a history of putting his hands on females, allegedly. Um, but it is very curious that she hasn't spoken out to anyone. She hasn't taken any action, talked to a counselor, family, friends, etc., etc. Also, very curious is that the fact that all of this time when she was calling for when they were calling for a prenup, the prenup was nowhere to be found. To Dre's credit, I don't think, from my looking into the story, that it was ever mentioned, only to say that it did exist. Um, uh, and it was very tight lipped on his end. I will say that. So I just, for it to show up now, I'm just like, okay, maybe it was a filing error. Maybe allegedly it was a filing error. Over the years, I'm pretty sure that Dre has accumulated thousands and thousands of documents through his work in the industry, the music industry, and business ventures, so on and so forth, property, taxes. You get the idea, right? So that would be one way to look at it. However, as I said, Dre has been very tight-lipped on this, and he's seeming to take the higher route. I will say that throughout the countless of videos that I have did in regards to their divorce, he has seemed to take the mature, very high route, very adult high route in it. Um, and you know I mean, that's the only thing I can really say. Who knows for sure? you know Nobody was really there. I definitely wasn't there during their marriage, so whatever. um in Nicole's Young case, when she came out with the allegation of abuse, even though there was no substantial evidence to back up that story or that claim. So, you know, I mean, honestly speaking, allegedly you have nothing there. I'm just saying. But she also went and had the court to subpoena his mistresses um, in this court proceeding. Maybe it has some relevance to it. I have no idea. I cannot speak for neither one of the people or parties that are involved. So I'll just say maybe it has some significance. Also, there was also a claim earlier on that she had embezzled money from an account that they used for one of his businesses, his studio or production company, allegedly. Um, I don't know. But it was put out there at the time earlier on when I started doing the videos. So I felt it was nice, good to mention that. Other than that, she has been really pulling a lot of stuff out of, you know, just things that she wanted to be known and things of such. As of yet, to my knowledge, there has been no actual concrete proof of Nicole Young actually taking funds without Dre's knowledge. Uh, as I said again, I'm not there. I do not represent any of them legally. I'm just a person doing a story with my own opinions. Okay, so whatever. Um, but it again is very, 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 very tumultuous. Very. Um, I mean, maybe they could have worked something out without getting the lawyers involved. I mean, who knows? This is all speculation. Um, I think it would have been better. However, people, places, and things you really don't know. So, with that being said, I hope that they are able to come to some type of agreement. The back and forth and allegations and things like that is just really, it's just honestly for me, it's a really bad look on both of their ends. Um, Not for Dre because he is a well-known, legendary producer, beat maker. Was in a popular group back in the day. He has contributed significantly. Excuse me. He's contributed very much to um, hip hop as we know it, and rap as we know it. Um, all that aside, he is a man. He's not a god. He's not. He's just a man that made some good moves in life. I'll say that much. Um, but as a person, of all the things that have came out before he got married to Nicole, he tends to cast a sour light on him as well. Um, Being though that may be true, however, people can and do and will change sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes. As for Nicole, um, it just seems like okay, yeah, they've been together. Um, the thought would be that if you were with a spouse for as many years as she has been with Dre, that even if it didn't work out, he would ensure that her and her children would still be okay in those terms. That's wishful thinking, but it doesn't necessarily always happen. So, I mean, I'm just interested to see how this is going to play out and what the final call is going to be from the courts. And as always, I will definitely keep you guys updated on this and any other story that comes out in regards to this tumultuous, messy divorce. And until then, I want y'all guys to drop down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Do y'all still even really care? Or whatever. And also to anyone that's new, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And with that being said, until next time, I will get with you in the next video.